Hey, Vinyl Community, Jeff back again. Gonna time to show a couple new reissues that came in the mail that I'm really excited about. One I'm sure you are probably all aware of because I'm pretty sure everybody that watches me also watches JC from Flipside and have probably already seen this announced because he showed it a day or so before I even got mine in. He's talked about it in the past. I can't say, I know for sure that he influenced me to buy this, but I picked up Under the Influence by Wildside. Now, it's funny timing. He's talked about this album in the past. I was not aware of it, not a band that I ever heard back in the day. This is in that time frame where I wasn't listening to this style of music from like 86 until about 2000 or late 90s. A lot of those bands went under the radar for me. There was only a handful of bands that I paid any attention to, and I did not hear this one. So he has talked this up over the years about one of his favorite albums, and he got an unofficial pressing and stuff like that. So I was on the know about the name, but that was about it. I knew that it was something I probably should check out. Now, one day I got an email from Real Gone Music announcing that this was up for pre-orders, and I pre-ordered it. And that same day, JC pops up with a message, a video talking about how it's coming out on Real Gone Music. So it was funny timing that I saw the email. I guess he saw the email, made a video, and I'm like, yeah, okay, I'm glad that I remembered that that's what he was talking about, and I ordered it. So it was ordered a while back, and it finally came in. And I admit, it's great. I mean, I had never heard the band. It's great sleaze metal of the 90s, you know, kind of glammy or whatever. It's on I say that's red. It's red with little orange. It's supposed to be like fire. Anyway, it's labeled as orange. It is a orange, fire orange, but it's definitely more red. And so picked it up, listened to it, gave it a spin, and yeah, the band is great. I was unaware of them. And I'm glad for JC that he mentioned this many moons ago, brought it to my attention, and then when it did come out on vinyl, I grabbed it. So that finally came in, and this is one I ordered at the same time, same Real Gone Music. This one came out months ago, and I just ordered it at the same time as this, so I had to wait till this one came in to get this. Another one that I had missed back in the day, because this is 1990. I wasn't into this. I knew about the band. I've heard it. I know bits and pieces over the years. Everybody knows the hits from this album, but honestly, I don't think I've ever sat down and listened to this album from front to back. I know they, have a bunch of releases and a bunch of hits, but not a band that I have ever spent any time with. But I knew they were up my alley, and so when I saw that they reissued this one a couple months ago, I went ahead and pre-ordered this at the same time. And I gotta admit, from start to finish, those hits you hear, the songs that are the hits, Don't Treat Me Bad, and Love of a Lifetime, stuff like that, don't do the album justice. This album has so many great songs on it beyond that. And my first listen to this all the way through, I was like, wow, this is just up there. Absolutely phenomenal album. I would say that those hits that we hear are probably some of the weaker tracks. They're great, but I guess maybe it's just you overhear them. You've heard them for so many years on the radio and stuff. All this other songs on the album, there's so many other songs on this album that are just blistering. They are hot. They are like fire. They're like a firehouse. Anyway, totally blown away by how much better I appreciate this album after spinning it on vinyl all these years later for the first time all the way through, that I was really impressed. So yeah, great stuff. Two great albums on the same day from Real Gone Music. Now, I will say this one's on a, what is this, red also, or orangish? They call this Fire and Smoke. I will say my only slight complaint is both of these are obviously colored swirl type vinyl. Both of them, to me, are not as quiet as I'd like. I'd prefer a black vinyl that just sounds quieter than a colored vinyl that has surface noise. You drop the needle on, you hear the surface noise. It goes away when the music plays. It's not that bad, but on the quiet times, I'm like, I kind of wish they were more quiet. So the pressings are not, in my opinion, absolutely the greatest, but they are, once the music kicks in, once the volume is up, that goes away. So it's a minor gripe. Absolutely two phenomenal albums, though. Great stuff. I'm glad that Real Gone Music is putting out some quality stuff from this era, one of my favorite eras. But that's it for this one. If you missed out on them, check it out. They're still available, and make sure you grab those, and I'll see you later. Rock on and rock hard.